going on. Millennials are officially
happy
old. Old. And you know how I know, Dell?
How? Tell me
It's
more.
how you know when your generation gets old. Your generation gets old when one of your conspiracy theories ends. It ends. Like, for example, there was a time when the baby boomers or Gen Xers, I don't know who y'all are, but there's a time the baby boomers and Gen Xers, Dell, they believed that Elvis was still alive. They was like, Elvis is alive. We gonna find him. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. I used to hear this when I was younger. And eventually, Dell, you know what happened?
What?
They came to the realization that he was dead. So you know what's happened with millennials, Dell?
We came to the realization that one of our actual mysteries have been solved. One of our lifelong mysteries, one of our conspiracies of Tupac being in Cuba, smoking a big cigar, living it up, still dropping music, but just drop, all of those dreams have now just been dismissed. Because in recent news, we found out that Las Vegas PD was able to arrest a man who has been allegedly convicted for killing Tupac back in 1996. But what's crazy about this? Let me start this off. But you know what's crazy about this?
What's that?
Is he's been talking about this shit for years. Everybody knew. The guy name is Keefe D. If y'all want to try to look it up, his name is Keefe D. I can't remember his first name. Do you happen to know his first name? I know it's something like it starts with a D. Is it David?
Isn't his name Keith Dwayne?
I know
Davis?
It's Keefe D. That's his like nickname.
I think his name is Keith, though.
His name's not Keith. It's not. I remember thinking in my mind, like, why you even do
his
that?
His name is Dwayne Davis.
Dwayne Davis. Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, they had nothing to do with Keith. And I was just like, what?
His name, Dale, is Dwayne Keith Davis.
Oh, it's Keith. No, I thought Keefe was, they look like they put it in parentheses.
Well, no, his nickname is Keefe D, but his name is Dwayne Keith Davis.
Oh, okay. Dwayne Keith Davis. Okay. Well, Keith, niggas nicknames on their middle name. Shit's tricking me out. But anyway, Dwayne, that's what we'll call him. He's just been walking around. He's the uncle of Orlando. If anybody's ever like done the mystery and tried to figure out the Tupac death, you know that Orlando is the dude that Tupac jumped when he did it when he beat him up in the Las Vegas casino. So everybody always had like speculation that those Crips were the ones that were behind the murder. Crazy thing is, every time you see a documentary, they always get them guys that talk about it like they know for a fact that it was Orlando or that it has something to do with these particular set of Crips to kill him. But they never arrest them. It feels like they never get interviewed. They never get none of this. Nobody's ever done time. But the dude, Dwayne Keefe, I feel like he's been telling the same story. So literally, this is why I said earlier in the earlier episode, world dumbest criminal. You've been free for 27 years, and you just been still trying to get that highlighter, just talking about you just killing Tupac, and then finally to the point where the police been thinking about so much like, hey, he's actually talking about shit that we only know about in the evidence room, and he's saying this shit, so only the killer would know that this shit happened. So he just told on himself, man. He basically did with all these new rappers. That's what I mean by these old niggas want to be these new niggas. They all want to be the new niggas.
So, Dale, what for those of the people that's wondering, what Keefe D interview could they go find? Is it like Vlad? It's on Vlad, or
I'm not for sure if it's on Vlad. I know these are like in documentaries. So anytime I've seen like a documentary that like talks about the death of Tupac or potentially like who could have did it, they always have somebody on there who kind of like talks about these. But he might have he probably got a Vlad interview. I never even thought about that. Does he have a Vlad? I know you watch Vlad a lot.
I don't watch Vlad a lot anymore. I used to, but I had to stop. I had to stop, bro, because it got gross.
Yeah.
So what happened was when he'd have the stars on there that would talk about star things and talk about Hollywood stuff and their experiences with other stars and like kind of give you game like Michael Jai White or Omar Gooding Jr. Like he'd have them on there would talk about just life stuff and acting. Even Miguel Nunez, is that his last name? Miguel Nunez,
Yeah.
dude, the
Yeah.
dude
You
that
talking about the
played.
dude played Juana Man.
Yeah, him. Those interviews are cool, but when it's just like, oh, and even like the long form, like if you do it like the juvenile interview, the long form thing like that. But when it's just Lil Boozy on there and just gangsters talking about shooting niggas and complaining about trans people, that shit is whack to me. It gets boring. And Vlad is really good at Vlad's really good at talking to people that want to embarrass themselves. So it got gross to me. I don't watch it anymore. I had to stop.
That's a good.
But every once in a while, I'll go to it and just scroll. I'll scroll to it and scroll through and just see if there's anyone that I like to hear from. So I'll scroll through it and it's just Lil Rah, John, Lil Momo. Like, bro, I don't
Little
want to
killer.
see I don't want to see none of that.
Prosecuted killer.
Like, I don't want a Q-tip. The rapper?
Q-tip.
Nah, Q-tip from the block.
Like, we just got a Q-tip talking.
That stupid shit. Like, I don't want to see nothing. It's a Q-tip talk. It's a dirty Q-tip too, so it's racist.
It waxes crazes.
Yeah, stupid shit. So yeah, this is where I'm at, yo. So when Tupac died, he was 25, right?
Right.
The dude, Tupac will be 51 right now.
Mm-hmm.
The dude that killed him is 60.
Yeah.
So he's 9 years older than him. Tupac's 25. Dude was 34. What are you doing?
Yeah, you was already wilding.
What are you like? Is your life is that whack? Like, what are you doing? You're 34. Like, bring up to go get pop. Like, for real? Like, your life. That's I don't know, bro. Like, there's other things in this that should be more disrupting to me, but there's no 34-year-olds are out here murking 25-year-olds. And I'm pretty sure that's been happening. Like, I'm pretty sure the guy that shot PNB looks like he's significantly older than PNB.
He was.
It's just wild. There's had these old niggas out here just hunting us down. Not us.
Yeah.
I'm not 25 no more. But when me and you was 25 out here on the block playing basketball, drinking a lot of water like gangsters do, it was just hard.
That was stupid.
It's just hard, bro. Hooping, drinking water,
basketball. Like
hard, bro. Hard being in Cancun at 25, just trying to get my life together.
Trying to think about it, like.
But there's what I want to ask you though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you this because sometimes the government just be giving us these things.
Mm-hmm.
We got a UNA worker strike right now. Interest rates are super high. In case some of you guys haven't noticed, things are getting really expensive. Trader Joe's ain't carrying blueberries no more. Somebody told me it's because they're out of season. I think it's because it's a blueberry conspiracy to try to get me to eat more apples, and I don't like eating apples. It's a lot of stuff going on right now. Dell, they gave us Aliens a couple weeks ago. Now they're giving us Tupac's murderer, Dell. Is this a distraction about that time?
I don't know, man. I mean, it definitely can. I can see where you're going with it. I don't know if it's a distraction. I think dude just told on himself too much to a point. And if they are giving it to us, it's evidence back too much for us to go look at and pull up interviews. I mean, if you could probably look up online right now, would be like the Wayne Keefe Davis interviews. And I'm pretty sure he's just probably in there like, yeah, like when they killed Tupac. Yeah, like the passenger, like it was crazy how like when he pulled the gun out and then he like shot him. I mean, I didn't see it, but I'm just thinking about it like how I would have did it, or when I did it, like probably just self-snitch him. So I'm not gonna be too sold. I think that if anything that they're doing, it actually looks bad on them because it took you this long. This nigga been snitching this whole time, so it took you 27 years just to try to catch him up already on himself, snitching on himself. So it just goes to show that it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not a good look. At least make yourself look good.
Not a good look.
At least make yourself look good. Like if you're gonna come out and try to like distract us, like because then you got us thinking like, well, this was your distraction. Like so we just go, y'all could have solved this shit anytime. Because that's really what a lot of people are thinking. Like, bro, like this is the dude. Like the streets already knew this. The streets been saying, this is who it is. This is who it is. So y'all even knew like it just doesn't make sense that he jumped. Like if they solve the murder right now, they'll be able to go on the CCTV like, okay, this is Tupac jumping Orlando. All right, we see Tupac walk out. He went to his hotel. Like they tell you in the film, damn near. In the film, All Eyes on Me, they damn near tell you, look, see, Look, and then the niggas rolled up, and then they said, yeah, that's for doing this like that, cuz pop, pop, pop. Like it's just so much shit. Just
I wonder if there's a top secret rap coalition that got together and said, "Hey man, y'all solve Nipsey Hussle murder, y'all solve PNB murder,
Nipsey
y'all
shit was
solve
easy.
y'all solve." I'm just saying, y'all solve all these murders. What's up with Pac though? Like if y'all solve Pac murder, maybe people will stop killing rappers because they think they can get away with it. It's like for real, yeah. If y'all solve Pac's murder, that would be like the infinity stone of solving murders. And it's like, all right,
You
man,
know
let's
what?
just
What if
solve.
this? To go with your conspiracy theory, this is if I was to think about a conspiracy, it's Vegas. I wouldn't even say it's the government. It's Vegas. Vegas was like, you know what? We trying to build over here right now. We got casinos coming. We got sports teams coming. We can't have people still afraid to come to Vegas because of something that happened 27 years ago. So if we tell the people that we saw Pac's murder, then that's going to bring them all to want to come and have some type of safety when they come to Vegas. We're going to bring more consumers back by showing them that we saw Pac's murder.
You know what? Great idea. That's brilliant. Because here's the thing. Also, this not even necessarily we can roll with the conspiracy theory. However, also, bro, just for marketing purposes, right? Because if you go to Vegas, they got I haven't been there yet. I've always been meaning to go. They got the Mob Museum in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have all these things. You have like murders, unsolved murders. You got tax evasion, all this stuff. Al Capone, all these things happening in Vegas, right? I'm sorry, Al Capone was in Chicago, but you get my point. So eventually, but as history goes on, you eventually have like more history that you add on to history. Because if it's unsolved, then the history gets boring. Exactly. Just gets boring. Even with our American history, it's like, oh my God, there were black slave owners. Like, yeah, there were niggas that had land that was basically given to them, and then they had people that worked for them, and you can consider them as slaves. Word. Oh my God, Columbus came over here and killed everybody. He wasn't just partying with the Indians, having a good time. No, those were Native Americans. They gave them blankets and just murked everybody. Oh my God, Native Americans own slaves? Yes, they own slaves. So as the history grows, you gotta have more information, right? And it's boring. It's boring. Millennials, I'm sorry, it's boring. Like Pac died, just told Pac's murder. I made a bunch of documentaries and videos. I'm, for the record, I've not watched one of the movies, not the Biggie one, not the Tupac one, not the series. I don't care. It's old. We gotta let it go. But once you solve the murder, now we got new history. Now, to your point, Del Vegas, like we solved Tupac's murder. This is where Tupac. So even on the plaque where it's like Tupac was murdered here, and in 2023, it was found that Keefe did. So your history grows, your lore grows. And to your point, it's like we can't have an unsolved famous person murdered here. We're trying to bring a football team here. We're gonna bring a basketball team too. Once LeBron retire, we're gonna bring the Las Vegas Cavs here. It's gonna be lit.
You already gonna have the Oakland A's.
Exactly. And then if you go on YouTube right now, you type in Keefe on YouTube, everything on here 21 hours ago. One day ago, everyone on here is uploading their past Keefe interviews so that they can get to run on it. So, I mean, yeah, they would sit. You're right. Del Vegas is like, hey, we got to put together a coalition and get this solved because I don't like people coming down here taking pictures at the spot no more. Chilling where you can't do that no more. You can't do it. So, that's a good point, Del. It's a good point. It's a good point. You got to improve your brand. You got to improve your marketing. So, shout out to Vegas for solving this murder to increase their brand strength. Shout out Vegas.
Shout out Vegas. Right.
Shout out Vegas, man. And I don't know about the A's, bro. I don't know because the Oakland A's, they got the land, but they still want Vegas to give them $400 million, and Vegas hasn't given them the $400 million yet. So it's kind of
that's how you earn it. That's how you earn it, by solving Pac's murder. Now you think.
For all I know, Vegas be like, nah, bro, like we saw Pac's murder.
Yeah, he was Oakland.
So now, like you really now we gonna give you $200 million. Like y'all ain't help us solve it. Y'all ain't help us solve nothing. We more valuable now. So who knows? We gonna see what's gonna happen with it. I want to ask you this: what's the next? What's the next top secret conspiracy that we finna solve?
Global warming.
How? Oh wait, you said it's a conspiracy?
I'm saying it is. I'm saying it could be. No, I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm saying that it's going to come out that it's not. But people are going.
That global warming isn't a conspiracy?
Yeah, because people still think it is.
It is.
Okay. So exactly. So we're gonna solve that.
No, it is, bro. Like climate change is a hustle. It's a whole hustle. That's why they
Okay.
got us using these straws. They got me paying for bags because the earth getting hot. Nah, man. Nah. No, that's just a way to get more revenue and have me using
That's
weak
just
ass
what niggas
straws.
alcoholics be like. Niggas, they don't give us bags. I like bottles.
I like having a plastic bag, man. Okay. Tell me how climate change works.
Listen, I don't know all the details. I'm not a scientist.
You
I didn't
see,
go to the schools of Dr. Gus Roy, so I don't know.
this is how they get you. As Verbo would say, as Verbo would say, and Township would say, this is how the white man tricks you into thinking that your melanated skin is causing the earth to be hotter, when in reality, your melanated skin is supposed to be cooling down the earth because we are naturally cool people from a tropical land where climate change doesn't exist, my brother. That's what Verbo and Township would say. So
it sounded like some shit that they would say, and I would exactly as I was doing with you, I was ready to doze off because the shit just sounded like a long explanated reason not to trust you with the shit you're talking about, because that shit didn't sound nothing right. Like your melanated skin, niggas be trying to use anything with melanin. There's a thing about some people, like, they be wanting to use anything with your black skin. Your black skin is what's keeping the world. See, if we didn't win here, then the world wouldn't even exist. Like, no, brother, that's not correct. Like,
you know what's wild about that? I've been watching these things on YouTube that's been exposing scammers, right? So I just been watching how they exposed Logan Paul had this scammer who was trying to sell all these fake crypto coins. And this is dude called CoffeeZilla. He just exposed a bunch of scammers. But there's also this dude called Pocket Watcher. And Pocket Watcher, JT Pocket Watcher, he exposes black scammers, people that be coming into our community like, hey, you got to invest with that look like you. You got to invest with that look like you so that we can move on as a people and collectively, bro. The dude, Brother Polite, that dude got hammed up for scamming. The man, your man's
Bishop.
19 keys.
That 19 keys?
Yeah, that dude scamming. And oh boy, they got DJ Envy with the NJ Flip, that Caesar dude. Yeah, so bruh.
Queen's Flip.
But when they talk to you, like, yeah, bro, because your melanated skin, and when you get together with your people, you can invest. So just give me 100,000 now.
For your money.
Give me 100,000, and then in 7 months, I'll give you back 17% tax free. Word, yup. You just give a nigga 100,000. Dude said, I knew something was fishy because when I gave him $100,000, he didn't count it. Why are you giving a nigga $100,000 in cash? So I don't know, man. Well, hopefully your black words don't